rivalry in the FCA.
Darien and New Canaan.
Saying the two names together is enough to conjure memories and feelings of past battles in the everlasting war that these two townships fight, a war that has spanned a century.
The rivalry of the FCAC, blue and white against red and black, Darien and New Canaan. Doesn't matter the sport, doesn't matter the circumstance, but this always lives up to the hype. Separated by just 4 miles, but divided by more than a century of rivalry. As it's the blue and white against the red and black. Waving Rams, Darien, and New Canaan, pick your side, but pick carefully, as this rivalry is the pinnacle of any high school sports season. Simeon Dahl, the Davis Depp. Depp, the fast break points is good.
Just sends it back towards the middle, and that's a goal for New Canaan.
Spins his way out of it. Brady Piccone with the goal.
A rivalry that matches all the way back into the 1900s, and no matter who's ranked what or what their records are, it's all thrown out the window.
Today and the rest of this week marks the start of Ram Week at Darien High School. Tonight's matchup showcases two of the best teams in the state of Connecticut. We have the classic battle between the state's best, the Darien girls ice hockey team versus New Canaan. And welcome everyone live from the Darien Ice House for this joint venture of DAF Media and NCTV. I'm Owen Heffron, joined alongside Will Jennings and PJ Neville. And guys, what key players do you expect to see shine in this rivalry matchup we have here tonight?
Yeah, Owen, for Darien, I really expect for sophomore defenseman Lila Fiorita to shine here tonight. She has been great with the puck in space all season. She's created a ton of scoring opportunities single-handedly and is definitely a threat when carrying the puck. Her awareness and decision-making with the puck this season has really separated her as a younger player. She doesn't turn over the puck a lot, and she often sets up her teammates in front, so it's going to be great to see her play tonight.
Yeah, fellas, I mean, it's always a pleasure being on here with you guys. And how can you talk about this New Canaan team without talking about star defenseman Lexi Tully? I mean, you know, the Cornell lacrosse commit, she's been great all year. She's really a true offensive defenseman, right? She'll play the point, but she'll typically be that player taking it through the neutral zone for this Rams team. And, you know, you'll see some snapshots right from the slot. You'll see some slappers from the blue line. No, it really depends on what she's feeling, but you know, whatever it may be, Tully will find a way to score.
So two defensemen highlight both these squads. Now, talking more team-based wise, what strategies do you expect these respective coaches to employ today?
Yeah, Owen, for Darien, I expect head coach Jamie Tropsa to roll all 4 lines tonight. Darien has a ton of depth this year. And, you know, playing against a great team like New Canaan, you're going to have energized players on the ice all night tonight. I expect to see a heavy forecheck from the Wave tonight, led by Maggie Bellissimo, Sarah Kellogg, and Parker Crody. They're going to need to create a lot of turnovers in order to score goals on Callahan. She's a great freshman goalie for that Rams team. And
I mean, on this New Canaan side, right, you know, they're going to play a more offensive game, right? Darien only letting up 2 goals this year, right? So you've got your work cut out for you. New Canaan, right, they're really confident with their work on the back end with Callahan, right? You've got defensemen like Metler, Tully, Pinkernell, Vagano, just to name a few, right? So they've got a very capable defensive unit, but, right, that attack is where it kind of, you know, you saw it last year with Maddie Tully, Serena O'Connor. They really did a great job, but this year, you know, they've kind of faded a little bit. And it's been really the defensive players getting the work done on the offensive end, which is something, if you're a coach, you don't really want to see. So, I presume that first line with O'Connor, I believe it's Hobbs, and Tully really kind of working, trying to get into the slot.
All right, there you have it. Darien coming in at 7-0, New Canaan 9-0. Two undefeated teams battle tonight at the Ice House. That could change. One of them could pick up their first loss of the season tonight. We'll see. We got Puck Drop, National Anthem coming up right on the DAF Media Network and NCTV right after this. Large crowd turnout here at the Darien Ice House for this matchup, for this storied rivalry. Face-off goes to New Canaan. Up the ice with it now dumped in the offensive zone. Fiorita chasing after it. Puck corralled along the left side. Now across, New Canaan gets a nice look. Poked away.
Yeah, good play on defense there from Fiorita to just back check and get a stick on that. That looked dangerous there for a second.
Across the ice, errant pass. It's going to go to Callahan in net for the Rams. Canaan tries hop back on offense. Good poke check. Regrouping in the defensive zone. Ooh, getting there first is Sophie Beach for Darien. Now Fiorita going, trying to go all the way, lose the puck. Fighting for it along the boards.
Looks like both teams have the intentions of just kind of getting that puck deep, getting a couple people on it, and working a forecheck. Darien, you know, not a couple just not so clean zone entries. Same with New Canaan, so a little bit sloppy here to start.
Yeah, I was just about to say, really sloppy hockey so far, right? You know, you've got some play along the boards, right? And these two teams, they're primarily both defensive-based, right? You know, you're not going to get a 5-4 game here. It's probably going to be 1-2, 2-3 maybe. But, you know, this really, in the neutral zone here, is going to be really telling of who's going to win this game, who wins the battles in the neutral zone along the boards.
Yeah, you mentioned both these squads being a defensive team. Darien only allowing 2 goals in 7 games. New Canaan only allowing 3 in 9.
Yeah, and part of that, Owen, is just the fact that they both have great goalies. Darien, of course, with J.J. Maher. And on the other side, you have Callahan, the freshman, who just had a shutout the other night against that Avon Southington team. Really just great goaltending from both sides, and obviously great D as well.
Darien on the power play early.
Yeah, it looked like, I believe it was the freshman, Maddie Rayer, got sent to the box. Not quite sure what happened there. There was a big scrum along the boards. Ref saw something and decided to blow the whistle.
Fiorita right in front of her captain goalie Maher. Strong pressure applied there from Bellissimo, and now captain Skylar Ravosa.
Darien's just got to set up an offense right now. A lot of just chasing the puck around. They need to get to a breakout, get that zone entry, as I said, and set up an offense, because they really do have their star-studded lineup up on the ice right now, and they don't want to waste this opportunity for sure.
Yeah, and this is also, right, this is the Rams' kind of top penalty kill team too, with Maddie Tully and Serena O'Connor, both juniors on this team. They've really made an impact throughout their whole career here as a Ram.
Bellissimo, some nice moves to get right in front of Callahan. Couldn't quite finish. Tried to get it right in front. Now maybe a push from the Rams. Strong defense, however. Looks like Parker Crody going to grab it. Or excuse me, Sophie Haas will grab it. Now right in front. Shot down low. Hit us off a stick. Looked like Reagan Deary, number 19, was taking the shot there for the Wave.
Fans weren't happy about that no call. I mean, that was, that was pretty questionable.
That definitely could have been a hooking, but, you know, I think the refs are going to let them play tonight. So, you know, some people would question that, but, you know, it is going to be a chippy game when you have these two teams on the ice tonight. So we'll see a lot of different trips and hooks like that tonight that they'll just probably play through.
And Rams there, they did a great job killing off that power play, penalty kill. But nevertheless, right, the Rams, they did a great job just keeping it in the neutral zone and really neutralizing any threats that the Wave could pose.
Yeah, both teams back to full strength now. Siri takes up the left side, kind of dumps it in behind the goal line now. Along the boards. Strong rush for it. Oh, soft little pass. J.J. Maher will cover it with the glove. We got a face-off coming up. Fiorito saw the puck going by her. Didn't really put on the Jets until she saw, I believe it was number 19, Sloan Griffiths, the captain, right by her side.
Yeah, New Canaan has the right strategy early. They're sending a lot of pressure to the front of the net. Good look from Griffiths there to try and force a rebound, but Maher was just on time and gloved that one.
And Crody almost gave it up right there. Great job to get back in front of Maher, give her goalie some more defense. Pass on to Faith Hobbs. No looks there. Ravosa. Couldn't reach to Sarah Kellogg, number 15. There goes Ravosa again, takes it away.
Yeah, she's been pushing the puck in transition a lot tonight, really coming out aggressive, as well as her line mate, Lila Fiorita.
Two great defensemen as the puck goes to Callahan. She waits for the whistle. And now with 9:44 left in this first period of play, we'll get another face-off as the Rams make a line change.
Yeah, and Darien, right, they've done a great job kind of pressuring the Rams so far. They've had a couple of offensive zone face-offs, right? You had, a few on the power play, which obviously if you're New Canaan, you can't really do much about. But Darien definitely controlling the ice so far.
Okay, maybe a look here as pass goes wide. Intended for Madeline Tully. Couldn't corral it. Now fight for it on the boards. Along the point, a shot is high. Looked to hit off number 9, Sophie Beach.
Yeah, Sophie Beach, great job of just getting her body in front of that shot. They were looking for a tip on that one, a redirect in front, and Sophie Beach just took away the threat there.
Canaan with it now, center ice. Another errant pass in transition. High pass, clangs off the boards. It's Haas now. Back to Deary. Hits off a stick. Gromelski backhands it.
I'm noticing, Owen, both teams have kind of shortened their bench here early. They're really playing those top lines a lot, kind of in contrast to what we said in the pregame where, both teams have depth, but in an important game like this, a rivalry matchup, you're going to see the best of the best go at it.
Crody looked to have an opportunity to try to pass one into the slot. Now it's Ravosa. Good defense from the Rams.
Yeah, I think that one hit the bench there, just out of play, so they'll have a right outside of the zone, or in the zone face-off, rather.
Yeah, but just going back to what we were talking about before, about shortening the benches, right? That New Canaan first line with Maddie Tully and Serena O'Connor, I've seen them out here probably, for almost 4 or 5 minutes out of the 7 that we've played so far. So the Rams really playing with a short bench, especially with, right, a lot of their bottom lines, their third line, fourth line, really consists of a lot of freshmen who haven't played on such a big stage so far. So they might be shortening the bench right now, and then they'll get them out there after the game has kind of found its groove.
Darien in the offensive zone now. Kellogg and Crody run into one another. Kellogg, the goals leader for this Darien squad with 7. Canaan backhand across.
Yeah, with the amount of talent that Darien has this year, Kellogg's kind of gone as like an unsung hero almost. Maggie Bellissimo, of course, and Lila Fiorita, but, Kellogg can also score and is always around the net, and she has a great shot. So
7 goals in 7 games played. That pass cut off. Looks like Gromelski with it. Not poked away. Canaan, good look here. Luke just loses the puck, but now takes it again. Good poke.
Odd man rush there that Sophie Beach just stopped. Really good play on defense. Looked like New Canaan had numbers.
Sophie Beach loses it again. A lot of good looks for the Rams so far. Blue Wave defense been a strong presence right in the crease. The puck is dumped. Haas will get there first. Fighting for it against the boards.
Both of these teams have really been replacing the forwards with the D and vice versa in the offensive zone. They're kind of interchangeable at this point, if you will. You know, on the power play, Darien had a lot of forwards playing at the point, and at even strength as well, both teams are, you know, switching their forwards in D, showing that versatility that they have.
Rams now stick handling. Strong presence there. Looked like Lila Fiorita got in there. Or excuse me, Kate Brown. Ravosa fighting for it. Also in there is Mia Avalos. Now it's Fiorita across. No one there. Kicks off. Lila Fiorita skate now. Another scrum along the boards. That one rolls in front of Maher. Slap it away.
Just looks like the nerves are kind of getting the best of both teams right now. Not a lot of tape-to-tape passes. Like you said, PJ, just sloppy hockey right now. Nothing really going on for either team thus far.
Opportunity out in front for number 4, Isabella Hanna. Maher makes the pad save. Experience in net for both field hockey and ice hockey. Part of that FCAC winning Blue Wave field hockey team this past fall. Sophie Haas in her own end. Gets up to Crody. Rams with it now. Fiorita backhands across. Sarah Kellogg around the boards to Crody. Stays in. Ooh. Shot pad saved by JJ Maher.
Yeah, and that was a beam of a shot from Sam Metler there. She had 4 points in the Rams' last game against Greenwich. So, you know, she's coming off a hot game, and I'm looking to see if she can put up some more goals.
Yeah, I mean, there just wasn't any screen there. It was a really good shot, like you said, but just getting traffic to that front of the net will really contribute to a lot of goals tonight for either team. JJ Maher, luckily, kicks the pad out and makes that save.
And actually, you talk about, right, getting bodies in front of the net. I believe 2 of Metler's goals had a body practically straight in front of the Greenwich goaltender. It was one got tipped. One, she had an assist on a tipped-in shot, and then one, we couldn't tell for a while if it was tipped or not.
And a goal!
What a tic-tac-toe play from Darien. Looked like an odd man rush in that offensive zone for Darien. They just take advantage. One pass to the trailer, another over to the weak side forward, and that is just put right into the back of the net. You see they get Callahan moving side to side, and that one extra pass is just too many. Really good goal for Darien, setting the tone of this game.
Yeah, Deary had it first. A couple quick passes, had the left side open. And a strong finish, Darien up 1, 3.5 left, first period.
Yeah, and for Callahan, right, that's only her 4th goal let up on the season. So, you know, that could be a little demoralizing, especially for a freshman on such a big stage. This is really her first real test this season.
It was the freshman Adriana Gromelski who netted that last one. Izzy Hare, the sophomore, on the assist.
Yeah, that line, Owen, has really been underrated this season. A lot of ice time for those young players. Izzy Hare, we saw her in the game against Southington Avon, had a ton of scoring chances of her own, and they cash in there. Really good you know, setting the tone there for that young line if you're Darien.
Gromelski's 6th goal on the year. Is now Sarah Kellogg maybe had a look. Couldn't grab Crody's passes. Now Kellogg slips into the boards.
Yeah,
look, she's all right.
Looked like Lexi Tully's stick might have gotten in between her legs, tripped her up. And
Yeah.
then Tully kind of provides some more force by kind of jamming her into the boards.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate. I don't think Tully was trying to take a cheap shot there. I just think they got tangled up kind of on the way down for that icing, trying to beat each other for that 50-50 puck. And, you know, thankfully, Sarah Kellogg is all right as she skates off.
Blue Wave zone a face-off. Shot from the point there from number 9, Ashton Pinkernell. Taking it away is Bellissimo. Assists get tangled. Pinkernell again. Good move there from Madeline Tully. Keeping it in the offensive zone. Now maybe a shot just wide. Another one caught by JJ Maher. Grabs it out of the air. Another face-off coming up in the Blue Wave zone.
Yeah, New Canaan's had a ton of outside shots from the perimeter. You know, certainly New Canaan is coming out here aggressive. That last goal, you know, might overshadow New Canaan's play in this game a little bit. New Canaan's kind of been holding the puck a lot more and shooting a lot more in the offensive zone thus far.
Yeah, and talk about the outside shots, right? I mean, that's where they make a living against some of these weaker teams. Big hit there.
Yeah, big hit as Reagan Deary maybe passed it off, and Blue Wave couldn't finish one before. No, Callahan covers it up, and now they get it out of their own zone. Take a face-off here, be huge if they can go up 2 before the end of this first frame.
Both teams still have the bench shortened right now. Skylar Ravosa and Lila Fiorita out there. And Sam Metler, I believe, is out there as well. So really, Catherine Rayer as well. So really their firepower on both sides to end the period.
Frieder grabs it in front of her own net. Now off a skate. That could have been dangerous. Izzy Hare gets it to Fiorita. Now Deary in center ice. Gromelski with it now, lone goal scorer. Across. Nothing brewing there. Now a shot. Saved right in front of the net.
Yeah, Deary's been all over the place this first period. Another shot from her, point blank, basically. She's been all around the front of the net, just chasing rebounds. And as you said, she made that great first pass, or second pass, rather, on the first goal of the game.
Great save from Callahan. Darien switches to their second line.
Yeah, and Rams, this looks to be kind of their staple second line here. But they really mix up that second and third line a lot. Really, a lot of the players, you know, they kind of flow between each line.
Kellogg with it now. Taken away by the Rams. A shot on the rebound. Number 26, Fiona Curry, couldn't finish it.
Yeah, you usually don't see this from Darien. A lot of sloppy play in the defensive zone early. Not really helping out Maher too much. New Canaan's been getting a ton of second chance scoring opportunities. And if you're New Canaan's coach, that's really what you like to see her early. They kept JJ on her toes with that last chance right at the top of the crease, low slot.
Yeah, that was a great shot, right from the low slot. And she almost didn't anticipate it because she kind of just did a little spinning shot. You know, nice snap on that shot.
Under 20 seconds left in this first period of play. High shot off Fiorita's stick. Trying to get it out. Darien is, and they do. And that'll do it for the end of this first period of play. Darien goes up 1. New Canaan has 0. Gromelski goal assisted by Izzy Hare. But a lot of good looks for New Canaan, and I bet they talk it over with their head coach, Rich Boulon, and they'll figure out how to net one in this second frame. We'll step away here. DAF Media, NCTV. Darien leads 1-0, end of the first. Back for the second period of action. 1-0 Blue Wave lead the Rams here at the Darien Ice House. Watching us, DAF Media, NCTV, Owen Heffron, Will Jennings, PJ Neville. Now Sarah Kellogg. Look to get across to Bellissimo. Off the stick. Bellissimo grabs it anyways. She's tripped up. No whistle. Goes back to Fiorita. Center ice. Cross to the captain, Bellissimo. Bellissimo stick handling off the skate of number 14, Sam Metler.
Yeah, Darien was looking for the cycle there with Bellissimo. They did get one opportunity, however, with Bellissimo driving to that high slot area. The pass was tipped. Good defense from New Canaan. But this game is starting to heat up a little bit as both teams kind of organize their offense.
Yeah, and right, you talk about this game getting organized. The Rams really getting back into that flow that they're used to with Lexi Tully taking it up through the neutral zone. She just did it there. We didn't really see much of it in the first period, but you know, you could tell the Rams getting a lot more comfortable when Lexi Tully's, you know, holding the puck for a majority of the possession.
Yeah, New Canaan looking for some sort of revenge. Darien ended their season last year en route to a state title over Avon Co-op up at Quinnipiac. They defeated them. Wraparound try. Hits off the post. Rams will get it out. Last 6 regular season meetings, New Canaan is 4-2.
Yeah, PJ, you talked about that neutral zone play. It looks like Darien so far this period has kind of countered their attacks and really held that puck for majority of the time. But, you know, as you said, it's really going to be key to see who wins the neutral zone battle, as that will kind of determine who gets the most possession.
Shot up in the air, now in front of the net. Can't quite finish. Another one sent in. Gromowski into the slot. Looked to hit off the pad of Callahan, no one there. Multiple missed opportunities. And now the Rams have the puck. Behind the net. Still along the boards. We've got to try to go across. Hits off the stick of O'Connor.
Yeah, a lot of these passes have just been thrown away by the Rams this period. They need to just coordinate a breakout.
Just had one there behind the net. Kept in the offensive zone by Del Carmine. Kate Brown guarding Del Carmine close and dumps it in. A lot of action along the board so far in these first two frames.
Yeah, that's going to be New Canaan's bread and butter this game. It feels like just get that puck deep, get those aggressive forwards forechecking. Because right now, you know, you're just not seeing a lot of tape-to-tape really from either team. So just setting up in the offensive zone is going to be key.
Vagano was fighting for it with freshman Tegan Joseph. Still in the offensive zone. Rolls around the boards. Kate Brown fighting for it. Del Carmine. And over to Hobbs. Hobbs across to Janiga. Wave now center ice. Blissimo, good move. Gets across, saved by Callahan. Hit out, second effort chance. Callahan another big save.
Wow, that hesitation move by Bellissimo was something to watch. I mean, just takes that puck, drags it in almost on a toe drag, and then skips it back out with the backhand. Really fools the defense there and leads to a great rebound opportunity. But Callahan has kind of stood on her head thus far, with exception of that one odd man rush situation.
Yeah, and really, you know, you talked about it, and on that play, it really looked like Pinkernell kind of, you know, she had a wide stance, then she kind of shortened that, right, to try to block a shot through her legs, and then that just allowed for Bellissimo to kind of take it through and catch her off guard.
Here's Bellissimo again. In front, Crody, puck up in the air. Rams get to it first. Good play from the captain, Lexi Tully. Able to get it out of their own end. New Canaan makes a line change here. As Darien reset. Great job from Madeline Tully, though. Getting the puck. Now she has it behind. Back at the point now.
Yeah, that's not who you want to see with the puck at the point, Sam Metler. They're trying to get their defenseman involved here this period. Sam Metler, you want to keep her away from that puck walking the blue line because she's dangerous with that shot.
Isabel Vagano tries to get it back in. She can now, an effort for the Rams, a shot. JJ Maher grabs it right on her right shoulder. Great save, and we'll get a face-off now.
Yeah,
zone.
That shot, the player looked to shoot that far side high, and JJ was kind of caught off guard by it. She was hugging the post, and luckily she just slides over and gets a glove on it. But that was a great opportunity, even though they didn't have numbers there, just to try and get a shot from the perimeter.
Physical up against the boards. Shot off the side of the net. Reagan Deary almost had one. Would have been the second freshman that has scored for this Wave team in this game so far. 2 Rams in the slot there. Pass just wide. Great defensive play there. Looks like number 28, Madeline Rayer. There we go, another chance for Reagan Deary. Circles back. Big hits.
Yeah, that looked like that could have been a trip there, but, you know, as we said earlier, this game will be chippy, so a lot of these calls will just be played on.
Metler now backhanded pass. Kept in for a second by the Blue Wave. Still in the offensive zone. Gromelski with it. Shot now, deflection.
Kate Brown almost got her stick on that for the redirect. That was a really good low to the ice shot there. And if she didn't get taken down, that looked like that could have been a pretty good opportunity for the Wave.
Yeah, Callahan was not prepared for that one. She was really late on the slide back there. And, I mean, you know, obviously she's lucky that that puck went wide. But if it didn't, it would probably be 2-0 for the Wave.
Well, great effort to keep it in. Looking number 20, Sophie Haas, maybe is now another big hit. More physicality seen from both these teams.
Yeah, it just seems the Wave have had a lot of coordinated attacks, while the Rams on offense have had a lot of great shot opportunities, but kind of just spontaneous, you know, looks from outside. The Wave have, you know, organized a nice rush multiple times this game, and that's kind of separated them thus far.
Icing's the call. We'll get a face-off coming up in the New Canaan end.
Yeah, and guys, I mean, I'm loving the environment of this game so far, right? We've got, you know, this is probably the most fans I've seen for a New Canaan girls game in quite a while, right? You've got parents for both Darien and New Canaan showing out. You've got what looks to be the boys varsity hockey team coming out here to support their female counterparts in their huge matchup against Darien. The boys, you know, they've got a huge matchup coming up on Saturday against Darien. So, you know, it's a big week for both these teams.
Yeah, especially during midterm week. I mean, this is a great showing for both teams. Really shows the dedication to this rivalry matchup and the school spirit here.
Be able to watch the boys play this Saturday as that was just muffin to Callahan. Watch the boys play on DAF Media and NCTV as well this Saturday. That should be another great game. Just over 7 minutes left in the second period. Couple good looks. No goals yet. Gromelski fighting for it. A lot of New Canaan players falling on the ground.
Coach Tropsa's playing that Deary and O'Hare line again, and you know they've had a ton of opportunities today. They're getting a lot more ice time as he's trusting these younger players in a huge game against New Canaan tonight.
Yeah, Izzy Hare with an assist on the night. That one hits off Gromelski's helmet. There's not a lot of looks in the slot as Maher pokes that one away for the Rams.
Yeah, and that was a dangerous play there by Maher, because if she wasn't able to get out to that one, or she missed the puck, the Rams could have easily capitalized.
Shot down low. The shot from Lexi Tully hit off Sophie Haas and then redirected down low. Great adjustment by JJ Maher.
That looked like it hit off the face mask of a Wave player.
Tully is really getting active this period. She's had multiple shots as she comes in for another walk the blue line.
She gets hit hard. Another shot from the Rams. Now they're just pouring it on. As Gromelski elects to just slap that one.
Yeah, the Wave are just going to need a change. Unlike the NHL high school hockey, you can change the personnel, get those new lines in. So they're just going to elect to dump that puck down and really slow down this Rams attack, because they were pouring it on from distance, getting rebounds. Everything was going their way for that possession.
Yeah, and really, right, you talked about it. You know, the Rams are pouring it on from distance, as you said. But they've really, you know, against such a talented goalie like Maher, you've really got to get shots from the slot and, you know, try to capitalize on opportunities in close, right? It's so much easier to make a shot from in close than it is from out far.
Yeah, JJ Maher just being able to see these long distance shots from the perimeter. It's kind of her bread and butter saves. If there's no screen in front, no redirect, she's usually going to make those saves. So definitely, like you said, got to get traffic in front of the net.
Tegan Joseph hit hard as she was trying to get it. Now it's Kate Brown, a backhand. Down low, Callahan makes the pad save. Huge hits from these Rams. Shot blocker save.
Good awareness by Callahan there. That was a great look. You know, kind of a solo rush. Not a lot going on there at even strength, but Callahan gets the blocker up there and puts that into the corner.
Yeah. Darien now on their second power play of the game. right? And the Rams, they have had no power play opportunities so far. So, you know, if you're Darien, an opportunity to capitalize, make it 2-0 so far, right? That's huge coming up here. The penalty was on Izzy Janiga for the Rams.
Yeah. Metler dumps it into the Blue Wave zone. Great rush by the Rams, though. New Canaan successfully killed that first penalty. Like you said, PJ, second power play opportunity for the Wave. Couldn't capitalize on the first one.
Yeah, the Wave elect to go with their star-studded squad again here. Bellissimo, Kellogg, Crody, Ravosa, and Fiorita, really just their best offensive threats. But the Rams have done a great job of keeping them to the outside thus far.
There's Kellogg now as it poked away by Metler. Fires his off her teammate. Bellissimo trying to keep it in. Now it's a shot. Good stop by Metler. That one successfully does get out of the New Canaan zone.
Metler made about 2 or 3 great plays there. A couple clears and a block shot there. She's been really great this period so far on defense for the Rams.
Kellogg is kicking herself. Her shot went just wide. Now in front, Izzy Hare. Loses the puck right in front of the crease. Great job there. Fiorita. Now it's the captain in her own end. That one's kept in. Right on the blue line, a shot hits off the leg of Lexi Tully.
Yeah, Rams just can't seem to get out of the zone, right? There's been 4 or 5 attempts to get out of the zone that have either been trapped right on the blue line by the Wave, or it's hit off of a New Canaan player, Darien player. You know, they've just been struck with some bad luck here.
Gormelski across, Izzy Hare. Now back to Haas. Haas a shot. Pad save from Callahan.
The Wave, PJ, on that remark, the Wave have really just been doing a great job switching those forwards with the defensemen and vice versa to keep that puck in, you know, pinch on the boards.
Now a shot too high. Haas had a good look. Tully and Deary fighting for it along the boards. Hare comes in. Hobbs was there too. Tully has it. Let's see if she can finally get it out. She finally can.
Yeah, that's tipped there, Owen, so they're going to have a look on a breakaway here.
Oh, big hit.
And a tripping penalty. Yep, that's definitely going to be called for a trip there. As she slows up, kind of stops, waits for the trailer to come into the slot area. She's tripped up, and New Canaan will get their first look on the power play. And PJ, you know, this is definitely big for the momentum here.
Yeah, I mean, this Rams team, they looked so gassed on that penalty kill, right? You know, they had players running off in the middle of a defensive possession because they simply just couldn't be out there any longer. So now you get an opportunity to get some fresh legs out there, you know, get some offense going, and potentially knot up this game at 1.
Great opportunity for New Canaan. Haas on the trip. 2-minute minor, and now New Canaan being conservative. A shot saved by Maher, still out in front.
The adjustment by Maher there to make that weak side save was pretty incredible. She didn't have a lot of help there.
Metler a shot and another save. Maher stands strong.
Yeah, Maher's been standing on her head this game. The Rams have really been pressuring her from outside and had a good look from close to the net there. Maher's had a really good game thus far.
Pagano with it now off the boards. Cross to Metler. Metler now in front, shot way high now to play.
Yeah, and PJ, you can just tell, like you said earlier, Metler is really coming on as a great player for this Rams team. She gains a ton of speed there on the rush, and you know, if that shot doesn't hit the netting, she's got a very powerful shot, so that could have knotted it up itself.
Yeah, that shot, I mean, Mettler, right, she really has exploded onto the scene this year, right? She got some rotational minutes last year, but with the departure of players like Amanda Benson, right, that star defenseman for this Rams team, right, Mettler has kind of come into her own this year with that shot. You talk about it. She had 4 points last game, as I mentioned earlier, 3 goals, a hat trick from Mettler. And they were, I think all of them were from outside. So really, you know, right along the blue line, that's where she makes her home.
Canaan now at center ice, waiting to clear out of the zone. Offsides is the call. Now face-off coming up.
Some Rams fans really do not like that. I mean, it looked like the Rams cleared the zone and, you know, looked like they were going to be able to enter the zone, but then the refs called the offsides. That was a little bit of a questionable call, but
yeah, there's been a couple of, you know, controversial, I guess you could say, offsides calls thus far, but nevertheless, both teams with great execution on their zone entries thus far this period.
Right before the end of this period, we saw Bellissimo and Tully getting into it, chasing down for that puck. A lot of hustle.
Yeah, it was definitely getting chippy there towards the end of that period on both sides. Just a lot of physicality, which you don't normally see in these games. It's more skill-based and less hits against the boards, but the refs are letting them play. And, you know, this is a rivalry matchup. This is Darien, New Canaan, Rams week at the high school. You know, this is the environment, like you said, PJ, that you'd really like to see tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this is great, right? And this Rams team, they really almost outplayed Darien on everywhere but the scoreboard, right? If I were to take a guess, I would say that the Rams probably have more shots on cage so far. And, you know, I mean, they've had 4 or 5 possessions where they've just carried the puck and gotten 4, 5, 6 shots per possession and just getting shots on Maher. That's what you want. And if this Rams team is going to come back, knot it up, and, you know, maybe even take the lead in this third period, that's where it starts.
Yeah, Darien averages 5.5 goals per game. New Canaan averages just under 5. New Canaan being held to 0, Darien being held to 1. No score change since the end of the first. Ice will be cleaned up. Take an ice cut here, and we'll be back for this third period on the DAF Media Network and NCTV after this break.
The Darien Foundation was founded in 1998 by Richard and Maureen Chilton, and the thesis behind that founding was to bring technology to the Darien public school systems. And that launched us, and that got us going, and through technology and capital project initiatives, we've now funded over $5.5 million over the last 24 years to build a better Darien.
Our board really likes to get involved and assist the partners that we collaborate with, whether it's a grant for a youth project or a grant from a community service, schools, the police. Often they come to us with ideas that we help them bring to fruition.
The Darien Foundation recently awarded the Darien Police Department 2 grants. One was for laser shot and the other for Faro technology. Laser shot technology is based on decision making. It may come down to using their firearm, but in reality, we would like them to talk the situation down where you use less lethal force, and this program allows us to do that.
Police, drop the gun!
Faro technology gives us a 360-degree view, catching all the points we need to catch in our accident scene. It also takes a lot less time. This allows us to open up roads, get traffic flowing a lot quicker than we ever used to be able to. We can also map the inside of buildings. We can use it at outdoor crime scenes, indoor crime scenes. It's really used for a plethora of investigations. It's a tool that most other departments may not have their hands on just yet, and thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have that technology.
At Home in Darien is a nonprofit organization that helps senior citizens to remain living independently in their home and in the community. We provide important services to help them do so, such as transportation. Thanks to the Darien Foundation, we have this amazing new van, and we are so excited about it and what it'll do for the community.
From all standpoints, this is going to be a real improvement in the services we provide, both in terms of safety and comfort. The Darien Foundation is important to the community in the scope that they reach out to answer needs.
Post 53 is the town's ambulance service. We respond to over 1,600 emergency calls a year. We're a vital service that has been here for 51 years. The technology upgrades provided by the Darien Foundation has been a game changer for us. It's allowed us to improve our training. It has helped us hone our skills. You don't know how important an ambulance is until you actually need it. Thanks to our partnership with the Darien Foundation, who's provided all this technology and several grants throughout the years, we're able to continue to be prepared, to be well-trained and well-staffed, to respond 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whenever you need it.
The Darien Foundation is really excited to be able to launch a new program for the Darien schools, which will benefit students K through 12 in all 7 schools. This is the new robotics program, which will be an extracurricular opportunity for students to build robots, compete against other leagues, and collaborate together.
Our robotics program is going to benefit students in so many ways. In regular classes, students are always looking for the right answer, that there's only one way to answer something. Robotics is completely different. In robotics, you learn that there are multiple solutions to every problem. You learn that you have these obstacles that you have to overcome. You have to really be a creative problem solver. And most importantly, you need to persevere.
Early on in the process, the Darien Foundation reached out to administration and the offer to provide funding for a project, and it just dovetailed beautifully to the goals of the strategic plan. I look forward to continue to work closely with the Darien Foundation, both on this project and other projects down the line.
We welcome ideas for possible grants. We'd like to do grants that promote and strengthen our community. Sometimes it's from an organization, sometimes it's from our emergency service partners, or it's from the Darien Public Schools. One of our most popular grants, which was the Playground by the Sound, came to us from 4 Darien moms who said, let's get together and figure out how to build this.
Thanks to the generosity of our board members and officers, every dollar you give to the Darien Foundation goes directly to the grants that we're supporting. I invite all of you to help us move our community further and support the Darien Foundation.
DAF Media is actively seeking financial support. Founded in 2017, DAF Media has quickly become Southwestern Connecticut's source for quality sports, arts, and community programming. If you like what you see on the DAF Media Network and want to help us continue to deliver high-quality broadcasts while teaching lifelong STEM, communication, organization, and leadership skills, please email us at sponsor@dafmedia.org. We are a registered 501c3 organization.
Started this last period of play here at the Darien Ice Houses. Darien girls lead the New Canaan girls 1-0. Owen Heffron, Will Jennings, PJ Neville, and guys, what do we think are some team adjustments the Rams and the Wave can make here for the Wave to finish this thing off, or New Canaan come back and take it.
Yeah, for Darien, you're going to expect that the Wave has emphasized during that intermission, getting out to the points, blocking shots on players like Mettler, Lexi Tolley, because a lot of New Canaan's offensive possessions have just come from perimeter shots, and that's easy to eliminate. The Wave have just missed assignments at the points thus far.
Yeah, and then on New Canaan side, right, you've got to get it into the slot. You can't just keep taking these shots from outside, right, or else, it's so easy for such a talented goalkeeper like Maher to just keep containing those shots, right, not allowing anything getting in. And you've got to capitalize on those rebounds too, right? Maher, she's let out a couple of rebound opportunities for the Rams to take, and they haven't capitalized so far, but it's possible in the third period of action.
Big chance now for Bellissimo. That one goes wide. Rams at center ice. O'Connor couldn't grab that one.
Yeah, we have yet to see Fiorita or Tully really break out tonight. They've been contained. Both teams doing a great job of, hemming in those players and making sure that they don't get a rush and they don't get speed with the puck, because both of them are super talented for both the Wave and the Rams.
A big hit. There's the waiver in the offensive end.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of contact so far from both these teams, right? We saw last year in that FCAC championship game, Marissa Del Carmine got called in kind of the closing moments of the game for a hitting penalty, right? In girls hockey, you're not allowed to hit, but the Rams, they're really playing aggressive here so far, and they're kind of almost getting lucky that they haven't gotten a penalty or two for playing too aggressive.
Rams ice it. It'll be a draw. The offensive end, and Darien looking to add goal number 2. Great opportunity here. But New Canaan wins the face-off. Beach now tried to get across Deary at center ice. Hobbs with it.
Yeah, we talked about containing players like Tully and Fiorita, but Regan Deary so far has been untouchable this game. Really just no response from the Rams, but, still a very close game at 1-0.
Yeah, good opportunity here for New Canaan right in front of the net. Backhand. Just barely got the stick on it. It was a great chance for Fiona Curry, the freshman.
Yeah, and that was probably the Rams' best opportunity tonight in terms of getting it in close and really capitalizing on their inside opportunities. Right, a lot of their better shots and better place shots have been, from outside around the blue line with Mettler, Lexi Tully, Ashton Pinkernell, but they haven't really gotten inside at all.
There's a good opportunity, just fired across. Now down low.
Yeah, the Rams this period, I'm noticing they're getting a lot more traffic to the front of the net, still working those perimeter shots, getting their D involved. Just as you said, PJ, the adjustment this period, the Rams are really driving forwards to that front of the net, and it's reflected with the rebound opportunities this period.
In the back, O'Connor with it, fighting with Bellissimo. Now it's Tully and Fiorita getting into it. O'Connor back across, deflected by Crody. He's able to get it out. And Darien makes some substitutions.
She was trying to find Lexi Tully up top there right at the blue line, and if O'Connor is able to find Tully, right, she's got a rocket of a shot. She's shown it so far today, but with a lot of bodies in front of the net, if it's well placed, it could go in.
Another icing is called. Skate the length of the ice. And now after multiple New Canaan opportunities to net one.
Yeah, I've noticed the refs, really letting both teams play tonight. On one of New Canaan's most recent opportunities that PJ commented on, there was a scuffle in front of the net, a lot of pushing, shoving. And I mean, this game, 1-0 right now, coming down to the wire. you know, I wouldn't be surprised to see some unfortunate penalties or mistakes taken from either side.
The last game to end 1-0 between these two teams was back in 2020, but New Canaan was the one with the lone goal, and they took home the W. There's a shot. Deflection way too high. Down low, Kate Brown gets a stick on it. Now it's Haas poking it away. More physicality out in front.
Rayer and Kate Brown, Rayer got retaliation. She got reparations back for her teammate.
Yeah, her
after,
sister.
Oh, yeah, her sister actually was hit by Brown, and then Rayer, the big sister, came in and rocked Kate Brown there. So, you know, this game is getting pretty chippy out there right now.
Yeah, and I mean, what more can you expect from a New Canaan-Darien rivalry game, though? Especially with probably the two best teams in the state facing off.
Yeah, both teams undefeated in 4-0 in their respective FCAC division. Now it's Hobbs. Hobbs gets around one. There comes Ravosa, they'll cut it off. Now behind the net, out in front, no one in the slot, backhand. It's weak and hits off the leg of Gromelski.
You know, the interesting thing about this game is that a lot of these girls have played together on the Ice Cats growing up in youth hockey, so you know, definitely some off the ice, you know, friends on both of these teams, but you know, when they touch the ice, it's definitely still a rivalry that can get chippy for sure.
Right in front of Callahan in the New Canaan net. And couldn't finish. Now another look. Pass goes wide. Looking for Deary right there in the slot. Like you said, Will, Reagan Deary's been everywhere so far. Also after it, Sophie Haas gets there first before Sloan Griffiths. Keeps it in though. Great job from Tully. Up against the boards. There's Ravosa, the captain. Now at the point, a shot off Gromelski. Gromelski's blocked multiple shots in this one so far. Tries out the deke.
Yeah, she tried to windmill deke Tully there, but Tully does a great job of staying in between the dots and just kind of swiping that to the side to stop the rush.
Haas pickpockets. She works her way into the zone. Gromelski gets there, but then loses it to this Rams defense. More physicality. Girls are being shoved to the ice. Darien makes some subs.
Saw O'Connor get shoved to the ground there. That was, you know, another kind of questionable no call there. Right, no, that was right on her back, right? She didn't even really have an opportunity to kind of fight back, right? She had her momentum kind of also taking her down. But O'Connor really didn't get an opportunity to play that puck there. And Darien, you know, almost gets away with one.
Yeah, you know, recently Kate Brown shoved Maddie Rayer to the ice, and then you saw Catherine Rayer kind of take a shot at Kate Brown. You know, this game, you know, the refs have really not called any retaliation thus far, and, you know, either team, you know, you'd like to see a power play here, but the refs have kind of, I guess, let this rivalry play out. You know, not a lot of punishment for the, you know, sloppy decision-making here.
I was just about to say, well, they definitely know about this rivalry. They know there's bad blood, especially since we mentioned earlier about Darien ending New Canaan's season last year. There's a lot of retaliation in general, not just in these hits, and Rams still searching for that goal to tie it. Now here's Curry. Loses it. Kellogg tries to backhand it in the offensive zone, right in front of the benches.
I mean, this game is kind of getting out of control. As you see, J.J. Maher was kind of motioning for a penalty there. The refs just have completely laid off the whistle this period, and I can see both coaches are getting a little upset here.
Freshman Tegan Joseph. Try to spin move. Haas keeps it in. Kate Brown loses her stick. And just...
And now you'll see the New Canaan boys varsity team, I believe, getting involved over there. They're amped up to see this game. Looks like the ref just motioned back to the section. A little bit of controversy going on. I don't think the boys liked the call there.
It's been a lot of sloppy hockey. You guys, like we've been talking about this whole game, and yeah, really just not blowing the whistle at all. Draw coming up now.
Yeah, and these boys better not hope that these are the same referees for their game on Saturday, or else, they're going to be in for a long game.
Yeah, it seems like they were just kind of toying with the ref there, and just like you said, PJ, they better not have these refs on Saturday because that could get pretty ugly.
Bromelski gets there, backhands it. Or excuse me, that was Avalos. That backhands it and regains possession for her squad. Canaan working on it. Center ice now.
Really good bump pass to number 22.
That's Nora Moley. And just sticks getting tangled here. We do get a whistle.
Yeah, I think that was
Tully loses her stick.
Yeah, goal went off the post there. But Tully, she lost her stick there. She got tripped up. It looked like two Darien defenders' sticks were just kind of both in between her feet, really not letting her even move. So,
yeah, 6:15 left, guys. You're seeing New Canaan. They're really shortening the bench now. You have Mettler out there with Lexi Tully, the captain, and then, of course, we've seen this line of number 21, 22, and 27 a lot. I believe that's their third line.
Yeah, that's actually the Rams' first line there with Tully and O'Connor, really. They're two kind of star forwards.
Romoli now to Tully, right in front. Maher extends the pads. Some big hits. Defense needs to get spread out here, fighting for it. Shot. Maher makes the save. Now back in front and no one's in the slot. More pushing and shoving between Sophie Beach and number 27, Serena O'Connor, out in front. Two freshmen, Serena O'Connor, the junior, and Beach, the freshman, going at it. Darien in the attacking end now. Sick-hailing around.
Yeah, that line of Deary and Hare have really stolen the show for Darien tonight. They have gotten a ton of play time. And, even more so than that first line, it seems like Coach Tropsa has really just kind of given them the benefit of the doubt this game. They scored that first goal, and, of course, they have been really all over the place this period as well, so really good game for that second line.
Face off the attacking end after the icing call. Up against the boards. Poked away. Puck up in the air now. More scrumming around the boards. Gets out. Gonna see another icing call here. We'll do it again. Under 5 minutes left to play now. New Canaan still searching for that goal.
Yeah, and this Rams team, right? You kind of wonder when Coach Bulin will kind of hit that full panic mode button and really start sending a full attack unit out here.
That was blocked by Catherine Rayer at the point there. That was a slap shot from Lila Fiorita. And, like we said earlier, PJ, they have completely shortened the bench. It's just that first line, like you commented on earlier, and then Rayer's line out here controlling the pace of play. 4 minutes left.
Rams grab it in their own end. 17 Vigano now. Cross center ice cut off. Moving around, looks like Bellissimo. That one goes off a Ram. New Canaan now will look. Ravosa and Fiorita there. Gets past. Maher stops it. Now covers it up. So face off looming. Now under 4 minutes left to play.
Just the freshman, Maddie Rayer on the rush there. Definitely going to be a really good player for this Rams team. She reminds me a lot of her brother, actually, from the, Michael Rayer when he was a senior. Exact skating style and everything, a lot of speed. She looks like she could be very good in the next couple of years.
Yeah, they share the same number, right? Rayer was also 28. Really kind of made that number famous here in New Canaan.
Blue Wave now. A lot of physicality right across the slot. Couldn't get her stick on it, was Izzy Hare. Now the Rams gets past Haas against the boards. There's Beach with it. Out in front, Deary. Alexa slide that one over. She'll ice it.
Yeah, a lot of times, 3 minutes left in the game, you're expecting the goalie to be inching out of her crease at this point in the game. So, Deary with a heads-up play to just try and get that puck on net, test the goalie. A bit of a no-look, but, 3 minutes left, you expect the goalie to be tiptoeing out of that crease. So get that shot on net can delay a lot more time.
Bellissimo wins the draw for the Wave. Back to Ravosa. Crody's able to bump it out. Here goes Sarah Kellogg. Sarah Kellogg hits the boards.
That's key
Falls to
too,
the
because
ice.
she cancels the icing by winning that race to the puck, taking a ton of time off the clock as the Wave control the cycle.
Back to Fiorita. And right at the circle, there's Bellissimo. Bellissimo loses it. Here goes the Rams. Ravosa applying pressure. Gets around, soft out in front. Poked away by Maher. On front again, there's O'Connor. Bad touch from O'Connor as it goes out.
Yeah, she was looking for a teammate there, but no one was really able to back her up there. You saw Vagano kind of fall into the zone because O'Connor was kind of too high in the zone and it was getting really congested.
Yeah, Kellogg just looks, number 15 for the Wave, looks gassed out there. She's going to go for a change. She was on there for about 2 shift lengths, but made a ton of good plays.
Sophie Haas misses wide. And a whistle blown.
And it looks like they might be calling a penalty.
Yeah.
First time this period. They were letting play go on for quite a while, with the chippiness of this game. But play will not go on this time as they, whistle down. And this is a key moment for the Rams because they got their first power play of the period and a chance to tie up this game. So
yeah, this is the premier opportunity for the Rams here, right? Diamonds are made under pressure. This is where you can find a gem if you're New Canaan, as we get a timeout from Coach Buellin and the Rams. Really looking to talk it over with his girls.
Yeah, absolute huge opportunity. Coach Buellin in his 23rd season. Talk it over with his team, and Jamie Topsa in his 12th season. Played ice hockey right here in Connecticut and Stamford. And we'll step aside on the DAF Media Network and NCTV while this timeout is happening. We'll be right back right after this. Here we go, face-off coming up. First power play of this third period.
Tolley and Mettler and that first line out there. So, you need this one if you're the Rams. And, of course, they're going to go with their best players here.
Mettler takes a shot, and it's wide. Whistle blown. Sticks tangled up. Be a face-off.
Yeah, and the Rams, they've got 3 defensemen out on the ice here, right? You've got Jen Vagano, Sam Mettler, and Lexi Tully here. So maybe, foreshadowing a goalie pull coming sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
And you've just got, some defense here for New Canaan to kind of back it up.
I definitely agree with that. They're probably going to look to add an extra attacker on soon with this power play, get a 6-on-4 opportunity. So that third defenseman will be key.
Slapper from the point, too high. Off the back of the net, right in front of Maher. There's O'Connor. Fiorita now fighting for it with Tully. Back to Tully. Tully, a shot. It's deflected. Backhand out in front of Maher. Maher dives. She knocks it away.
Maher has had a crazy performance today. I mean, New Canaan's had at least 25 to 30 shots on net, and Maher has just swiped away another rebound as there's just 40 seconds left. The Rams need to make a desperation attempt here.
They dump it in to the offensive zone. Forecheck coming here.
Callahan's coming out.
6 on the ice. It's a 6 versus 4. He's trying to get it out. Ravosa does. Now going in. Poked away by Fiorita. Under 20 seconds remaining. Up against the boards. Out in the slot. Gromelski has it, and it gets by Metler. New Canaan has to reset. Hits Ravosa, whistle called.
Metler just, I mean, that was a bouncing puck. I feel for her on that one. Just, you know, try to get a stick on it. You know, the only real way to kind of deny that zone exit there is to just get on a knee and block it, and unfortunately it just hops over her stick.
Rams only with 5 out here.
And there goes the final buzzer. Darien defeats the rival New Canaan Rams by a score of 1-0. And what a game for this Blue Wave defense and J.J. Maher.
Yeah, like you said, J.J. Maher was really the story of this game today. She just looked, I mean, unfazed out there, to be completely honest with you. She had, 25 to 30 great saves tonight, denied a ton of great second chance opportunities. You know, not a lot of help in front from the Wave, and Maher just stood on her head tonight. If you're a New Canaan Ram, you just got to tip your hat to Maher, and, you know, both these teams are great programs, so I know they'll match up again soon.
Yeah, we knew, right, coming into this one, we all knew that this wasn't going to be a 5-4 game, right? This wasn't going to be an offensive shootout. It was all going to come down to the defensive end, right? And that's what we got here, a shutout from the Blue Wave, right? New Canaan, they played one heck of a game on the offensive end, right? I mean, those last 2 minutes, New Canaan had a bunch of quality opportunities there, just couldn't get it past Maher. And New Canaan, they'll be out for blood in the second regular season meeting between these two teams.
Yeah, Darien now won 4 straight, and we'll recap. So 1-0 final. Gromelski, the lone goal in the first period, assisted by Izzy Hare. And again, from the Darien Ice House, watching live on DAF Media, NCTV. Darien, next game here versus West Hartford Co-op, and New Canaan's next game is also here. They're against LaSalle Academy, coming in from Rhode Island. And want to say thank you to everyone on this crew. Eric Bellingham directing, Dalton Moss on graphics, Caitlin Kelly instant replay, Maddie Elmer-Nessie on camera, Bennett Hagel on camera, Andrew Lee doing some camera and some graphics for us, and one last time, Owen Heffron with Will Jennings and PJ Neville, and everything overseen by our head advisor, Damon Andrew. And 1-0 your final. Darien trumps the New Canaan Rams in a pretty thrilling game of some great offense versus some better defense, and have a great rest of your night.